Hi everyone, welcome back to David at Go To Hobbies. We're going to talk about driving. Now, what can you do to improve your driving? How can you avoid a situation that is worrying you? How do you deal with those idiots on the road? How do you deal with an emergency? Don't drive tired. If you do drive tired, what do you do to avoid tiredness and falling asleep at the wheel? How do you deal with road rage? How do you deal with like pets or children in the car? How do you avoid getting into a skid? How do you avoid, how do I put it? Falling into the influence of you've got to do something that you don't like doing when you're driving. In other words, someone's up the arse and they're pushing you and you have to go faster and faster and faster. How do you avoid a situation like that? Would you like to know? Well, I've been there, I've done it. So what makes me different to someone else talking about driving? Would it be that I've got a lot of skills? Would it be that I've got knowledge? Would it be that I know what I'm talking about? Yes, all of those. What sets me out different to the rest of most drivers? I've been in situations that most drivers wouldn't face in their lifetime because all the years I've been driving, and I can pass those on to people that are interested to learn. And when I say learn, to benefit them in becoming a better driver, a safer driver, and to know what to do in certain situations. I could go on and on and on, but it won't help you. You want to find out how you can improve. Well, I'll be making lots of videos, and each video will be on a specific subject. And the best way I'd describe it is if you're after some information about how to maintain a safe speed or how do you avoid a skid and things like that, how do you know if it's foggy? How do you know what sort of speed to drive at, and how do you avoid having an accident? It's all very well saying it, but when you've done it, then I know what I'm talking about. And I've done it. I've spent 39 years driving commercial vehicles. Not only that, I've been driving since 1978 and it's now 2024. So that's a lot of years. And yes, a lot of years. And in that time, people driving on the roads has become quite intense. Excuse me, I've got to swap my hands. And when you first passed your test and you started to gain skills about driving, when you passed your test, whether it be a year ago, two, or so, whenever, and the amount of people on the roads now and people's attitudes and stuff like that, it's very much of managing your emotions and your skills to the situation you're faced with. So if you want to know how do you deal with a situation, I suggest you watch the different videos that I'm going to produce for you. It's not for me because I've already got the skills and the knowledge of what I can do and how to get home every day and do it safely. How do you face a idiotic driver? What do you do in a situation? all these questions come to mind, and I can tell you what I would do, which will help you to manage what you do and to become a better driver and to get you or your family or your animals or pets home in one safe condition without having any risks involved. So if you stay tuned and watch my videos, then hopefully you will learn something. So as I say, this video section of the playlist will be on driving, and it'll be called Driving to Survive, and it is very true and it's very apt. And I've often been driving and I think to myself, how am I going to get home tonight? So the answer is you drive to survive, and you drive within your capabilities, and you do it as best as you can, as safely as you can. Now, I'll teach you things that perhaps you learned in your lesson, perhaps what you didn't learn in your lesson. But the difference is what I've learned over the years as being a professional driver, which will help you. So, I won't rattle on anymore, and the best way to describe it is if you watch my videos, then you will learn something. If you don't learn something, then obviously you've learned it already before, but then there's no point in watching the videos. That is why you're here, to learn something. And hopefully you'll learn something which might save your life or your family's life. And the last but least, and that is, if you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you want to leave any comments below, please do so. And the last thing is, if you want to subscribe, you will hear the new videos coming out. If you hit the bell icon and click all, then you'll be notified of what videos are coming out, and that will help YouTube put this type of video in front of other people that are interested in driving to survive. So until then, thank you very much. Keep safe and drive safely. Bye bye now.